Take the children and yourself and hide out in the cellar. By now the fighting will be close at hand. Don't believe the church and state and everything they tell you. Believe in me, I'm with the high command. Can you hear me? Can you hear me running? Can you hear me running? Can you hear me calling you? Woo! Hey, Tubies, it's Psychic Bob. Woo, it is so good to be back with you. Well, welcome to Tuesday. My gosh, it looks like we got a big lot going on over here in that chat. I can't see with my shades on. Yeah, it looks like Spencer Hales here, Sunny22, Kim Osborne's here. Good to see you. Widget Otaku, Warren 81, yay, Giancarlo, yay, Robert Stevens. Oh my gosh, we got a great gathering here. Well, welcome, welcome, yay, Kenna Osborne. So good to see you. Thank you for being here. You guys are just amazing. You know, I'm so glad you're here, and welcome to Tuesday. And for those of you who are new here, Tuesday is our weekly show. We do it live nowadays. I used to pre-tape it, but I just think it's more fun live. And this is called Messages from the Spirit World. And this is where I'm taking questions from the viewers, and I'm going to answer psychic questions. Now, for those of you who don't know me, I am a full-time professional psychic medium. I've been doing professional readings over 30 years. Can you believe it? I don't know where the years go. It's like I was getting old. But you know what I say, between facelifts and hair dye, I'll never age. Anyways, now I haven't had any facelifts yet, but I'm not above it. Anyways, I'm glad you guys are here, and it's so cool to have you here. You know, so many of you came out to yesterday's video. I got to say thank you for that. You know, yesterday we did horoscopes. We talked about what's in the stars for you. If you didn't see that, you need to check it out. It's in the queue right before this one. So it looks like we got a lot of people here. Yay, I see Potato Sack is here. Stojance is here. Yenny Yen's here. IA is here. Good to see IA. Kim Carrick's here. Yay, Lisette Diaz is here. Sonia Testerman. Darla Bungard. Yay, my gosh, everybody's here. Coco Janelle. I love that name, Coco Janelle. That sounds like a designer name. I think you should make clothing under Coco Janelle. I'd buy it. It's so good to see you guys. Yay. Well, gosh, there's Nicole Shans, Carolina R. Ellen's here. Wonderful. Well, welcome, welcome. I'm so glad you guys are here. You know, speaking of things mystical and star-like, if you haven't done so, make sure to pop over to my website, to PsychicBob.com, and pick up the latest free print. This is my newest artwork. It's called Blue Fire. If you weren't here the other day, you might have missed it. But this is my new painting that's out. I'm into my blue series now. I'm just into blue. So I'm going to probably have a lot of blue paintings for a little while. If you like blue, you'll love it. If you don't like blue, hang with me. We'll switch eventually. But anyways, you can get this as a free download and print it out. And, you know, put it up in your house. You can stick it on your refrigerator, tack it on your wall, frame it and put it on your fireplace mantle, print it out, give it a gift to people. So if you like modern art, this is my latest painting. Again, its title is Blue Fire, and it's available free download at PsychicBob.com. Now, speaking of all things artistic, a lot of you have been saying, are you going to do a t-shirt of that painting? Well, guess what? As of today, right now, this painting is available in t-shirt form at my merchandise store. Below this video, you should see some listings. And if you go in that site, you can see my t-shirts. Now, this is my original painting called Blue Reality. So many of you love that. This is in a t-shirt form. And if you go over there, you can look at all my t-shirts. All of my paint, not all of them, but a number of my paintings are in t-shirt form. So a lot of you said, we love your art. You know, how can we have it? So you can have it as a print, or you can have it as an art. I like wearing art. I think that helps promote art, you know. So if you want to promote some art, you know, help Psychic Bob out, pop over to my store and and get a t-shirt, okay? It helps keep everything running here, you know? I'm so glad you're here. Well, welcome to Tuesday. And yay, Kim Carrick says enlightened. Enlightened. Enlightened? Well, I'm so glad you guys are here. Well, welcome, welcome, welcome. Well, we're going to look at some psychic questions today. But before we get into that, you know, we've got to open the channel. By the way, before we get into that, also make sure if you haven't done so, hit subscribe, be part of our channel. If you haven't joined, we'd love you to be a member here. I really need your support because I'm still getting a lot of harassment from YouTube. They're trying to kick me off the air, shut down my channel. They think that I am a bad influence. Can you believe that? Psychic Bob's a bad influence. They say I put out false information and then I put out dangerous content. Now, I won't comment that, but I just want to say, how is that possible when I see some of the literal trash that is on YouTube, you know? Anyways, YouTube demonetized me last week. I appealed it. I did get granted an appeal. However, it's always at their discretion. Yeah, they're still messing with me, Storytime with T. It's always at their discretion. Any moment they can pull the plug on Psychic Bob. And I've been told basically I'm not wanted at YouTube. I'm not welcome. So I need your support. If you want me to be here, you got to help me out. So that means liking the video, thumbs up, favoriting it, sharing it with your friends. Okay. Yeah, so this is the reality we live in. Nicole's Spiritual Corner, you're an angel, Bob. God bless you. I try to be good. YouTube thinks I'm dangerous. They say I put out dangerous and harmful, misleading content. I don't know when spiritual development's ever been dangerous, you know. I mean, we don't run a cult here. You know, I don't control anybody's lives. You know, I've always said, do what you want, live your own life. And, you know, if any psychic ever tells you that they control you, that you must have, you know, all your advice come from them and you can only speak to them, don't believe that. Get away from them, because that is like cultic. That's like cult leader. Thank you, Stojan. Stojan says he's shocked at this. Kim says you're the real deal. Thank you, Kim. God bless you. Ellen says you are needed, especially now with everything that's going on in the world. Well, you know, they don't seem to feel I'm valuable. What's ironic is years ago when I started YouTube, I was one of the early people on YouTube. I started messages from the spirit world. There was nothing like that on YouTube. I was the first psychic that came out and started doing large group readings on YouTube. And anyways, that I really rose up the charts. I got a lot of attention. I used to get awards from YouTube for content for doing this. And I haven't changed my content. I mean, I've added to it, but there's nothing that's different really than anything I've ever done. And so for them to suddenly say, you know, my content is harmful, I find that very ironic, because I used to get medals. In the old days, some of you have been around, you may remember, they used to pin medals on your channel. You get little trophies and medals. I used to get medals for amazing work. So anyways, Brandon says, if every single one of us woke up, they would be in danger. Isn't that the truth, Brandon? I'm telling you, they don't like me because I am awake. Unshaped Walk says, you encourage free thinkers. They don't like that. Isn't that the truth? I do encourage people to think for yourself. And I always tell people, you know, whatever I give you, take it with a grain of salt. If it resonates, great. If it doesn't, just put it on the shelf. Because sometimes I'll give a message psychically and people say, what the hell is he talking about? That guy's so off base. And sometimes I am a little off base, at least in the moment. But, you know, I find with my psychic work over time, it proves itself, you know. Ellen says they are trying to suppress the truth. They are. They do not want spiritual growth on YouTube. I mean, I saw a video the other day. This guy, I won't say what video it was, but he basically wanted to show his apartment, okay? And he was not particularly well spoken, and his apartment was nothing amazing. It was the most boring apartment. It was like basically a white apartment with a gray couch. And he just walks in, he says, "This is my apartment, and here is my couch." It's a boring gray couch. And he says, "And this is kind of all I need right now." No joke. That was the video. He had over 600,000 views, and his subscriber base is over 1 million. Now, you tell me how that's helping the world. I mean, I'm all for fashion design and had nice houses, but he wasn't like impressive. He wasn't like, I had this amazing house and was teaching me how to do that. It was literally nothing but an efficiency apartment with a gray couch in it. And he had 600,000 views. I don't know. I mean, I'm here every day trying to help change people's lives. And I don't mean to sound bitter, but for YouTube to threaten me with closure when they promote such banal, non-talented people who's not even interested. Like the guy wasn't even interested. And, you know, from a woman's perspective, like the women I don't even think the women would have thought he was hot looking. You know, like I'm thinking, well, maybe he's got a sex appeal or something. But like I'm looking at trying to look objective, like I don't even think he's nice looking. And he can't speak. Like his demeanor was flat. It's like, "This is my apartment and this is my gray sofa." And he didn't even look nice. Now, we might let a hot person get away with that, maybe once. But like to get a channel with over 1 million subs and that's your content? Come on, you know? And all of his videos were equally as bad. Kim says, "Excuse me, that is a boring video." It was. I was like, my God, because I was doing research on minimalism. As you know, I'm working on my house. Now, let me tell you, I bet you anything, once I finish my house and I give a tour, and I do a minimalist house video tour, I bet you I won't get 200 views. But that guy who doesn't do anything makes 1 million views. Anyways, I shouldn't belabor the point. Anyways, we got to do some meditation. So I want you guys to get comfortable. All right, we're going to do our blink meditation. Now, for those of you who are new here, Jose A says, "Bob is throwing shade today." Woo! Sometimes I do. I'm a human. I'm only human, guys. I like to tell people, don't put me on a pedestal because I'm sure to fall off of it one day. And I've fallen several times. But anyways, yeah, some days I get frustrated, you know. And I would be able to actually overlook that video, Jose, if they hadn't turned around and threatened me for having dangerous content and telling me I'm irrelevant and unwanted. After I've worked for YouTube for over 10 years, and then this newfangled guy hadn't been on a year is pushed to the top of the rankings. I don't know. Lady Witch says, "Never underestimate the power of the gray couch." You know, maybe that's me. I need to go get a gray couch. That's the secret, Lady Witch. I'm missing it. I missed the whole part. I need to get a gray couch. Thank you. Maybe I'll do that. Anyways, I am getting all new furniture for my house. I've been buying it little by little. You know, furniture's so expensive. My God. Well, as a minimalist, I'm not going to have a lot. I'll have like practically an empty house. But the few pieces that I have, I think will be statement pieces, and they'll be very nice. Anyways, Brandon said it's hard not to ever be frustrated. Yeah, thank you for understanding. Kate Pigeon, hey, Kate, good to see you. LOL, great couch. Yeah. Anyways, all right, we got to do some meditation. So let's not stay in throwing shade land. Yes, I got called out by Jose A. Psychic Bob be throwing shade. Look out. All right, we're not turning into a drama channel, at least not yet. So we're going to do some blink meditation. And for those of you who are new here, this is a technique where what we do is the concept. Let me just demonstrate the concept. Okay. Now you see this lamp, okay? This lamp is like our spiritual selves, our inner soul. We're filled with light. Internally, we are luminous. This is the truth. This is not a theory. I died and I've seen the light and I saw my spirit body. This is what we all look like inside. We really do. So if I turn that lamp off, okay, this is like us with our just normal physical body, okay? And the concept of blink meditation is not that you slowly fill with light, but that we already are light and then we can instantly be light. So we're going to count down from 3 down to 1. And when we get to 1, we're going to literally be like this lamp and we're going to blink on. See how quick that was? We can do that too. You don't have to be an electric lamp, but you do have to do some spiritual practice. So let's go ahead and try that. Hey, Selena Sorensen, good to see you. Welcome. All right, Lady Carol's here. Hello, Lady Carol. Lady Carol, I don't know if you're here earlier. You missed some drama. I was singing and throwing shade. Anyways, welcome. All right, so we got to get comfortable in your chairs there and just take your hands off your keyboards just for a moment, okay? We're going to just settle down and close our eyes. Now, as we close our eyes, just follow your breathing, just gently in and out. Breathe out all the tension of the day. Just let peace reign. Just take a moment, sit in that silence. Very good. Now we're going to keep your eyes closed. We're going to count down from 3 down to 1. And when we get to 1, we're going to blink on just like that lamp. All right. 3, 2, 1. Blink on. Oh, I felt that. Did you guys do that? Ooh, all right. We're tuning in. I feel spirit moving. Oh my gosh, look at that. Puppy Babaji's here. Hi, Puppy Babaji. Just donated $1.49. Thank you so much. It's very kind of you. You know, Puppy Babaji, I got to tell you, when I'm walking into your aura today, I'm getting a lot of orange light around you. You're opening your channel right now, and I want you to really be practicing receiving. Call into the universe literally and see what it sends you. Ask for what you need. You're in receptive state, okay? Concentrate on the orange light. Thank you for being here. Yeti Yen's here, $9.99. Thank you, darling. Supporting my fave channel, Bob. Oh, thank you, Yenny. You're so sweet. I did a meditation to connect with the Pleiadians. Do they have a message for me? 999 blessings to you. Love it. Thank you, darling. Let me see. I am getting a lot of presences here in the room, so let me see. Fletcher, do we have anybody back there? Anybody coming through? Okay. Yenny, I am picking up a presence here. Now, what's strange is I'm actually getting 2 different alien races. I do pick up Pleiadians, but I'm also picking up Arcturians. So I don't know if you've been working with both of them, but they're both back here. And I pick up the Pleiadian guide. Actually, this is Commander Ashtar who's around you. And Commander Ashtar is asking me to tell you that he's coming in to kind of increase that channeling ability. I'm also getting an Arcturian. It's a female Arcturian around you. And she says to tell you, she said that she's very pleased with your progress, that you've really been working on opening that connection and that discussion. So talk to both of you. You got both working with you. Thank you for being here. Blessings to you. Oh my gosh, donations are coming in like crazy. Alex Wiley, thank you guys for your money. I tell you, keep Psychic Bob going. Alex Wiley, hi Bob, are there any messages or guidance for me? Keep up the great content. Blessings. Thank you, Alex. £4.99. That's like $10 American. Thank you so much. You know, Alex, I got to tell you, when I'm walking into your frequency right now, I'm getting like 3 shades of blue around you. I'm getting a sky blue, I'm getting a royal blue, and I'm getting like a purple blue. You're opening communication channels everywhere. I think you're going to be talking, or maybe you already are, talking to the spirit world. This purple blue definitely indicates mediumship connections. And the sky blue and the royal blue mean that you're opening the throat chakra. Alex, I want you to watch here because I keep being shown that as we get into around July, you're coming into a transition point. I feel like this has something to do with spiritual work, as if you're stepping out and doing spiritual work, like doing readings or expanding your visibility. And I feel like Spirit wants to channel through you right now. So I've got to encourage you, please let the Spirit work through you. And I think you're going to be literally a spiritual messenger here. As I said, it looks like July is when the energy's strongest, but I think it's starting now. And it's just started a few months ago, this kind of influx, and it's going to get stronger. And by July, you're going to really be feeling it, okay? Thank you so much. Blessings to you. Cindy Fitzgerald, hi, Bob. Can you tell me, oops, hold on, it's flying by here. Can you tell me why I've been having so many issues with heartburn? Should I be concerned? Cindy, let me just step into your frequency here. Hold on just a second. You know, Cindy, I got to tell you, when I'm stepping into your esophageal area, I am getting an acid imbalance. I feel this is a stomach acid issue. It's not cancer. I mean, thank God. You know, of course, work with your doctor, I have to say. But, you know, I don't pick up cancer or anything severe. But I do feel you're going to need an antacid. And I have to be honest, I don't think the over-the-counter is going to work. I think you're going to need like something more professional, like a prescription antacid, at least for a little while. I don't know if you're drinking wine, but I keep seeing wine, and I feel like your body's having an allergic reaction to wine. So if you're not drinking wine, don't start, especially red wine. I feel like that's not going to work for you. But you do have an antacid. You have an acid issue. You're going to need a prescription antacid. So I do think you need to see a doctor, okay? Don't worry, that's the worst you got, okay? You know, you can start with the over-the-counter, but I'm not sure it's going to work as well as a professional, you know, prescription will, okay? I hope that helps. Blessings to you. Yeah. Hi, Stardust. Any messages for my son Gab, from his son Gab Jr. in the spirit world? He left at age 2 in 2005. Thank you. Hi, Stardust. I am getting a voice back here. I think it is for you. I saw your question. I was like, oh, I think that's you, because I'm getting a younger male back here. Okay. Hold on. Doris is going to come. Doris, can you help with this? Okay. Yeah. Yeah, Gab Jr.'s back here. Gabe Jr., excuse me. I know somebody named Gab and Gabby. I have 3 different people names. One's Gab, one's Gabe, one's Gabby. So I get the names confused. Doris is here. Doris is going to bring him through. Hold on. Yeah, I have a young man back here. It is your grandson. He's asking me to tell you that he said that he's in the light. And he says, look, I'm growing up now. Look, I'm growing up. He wants his dad, and he says, Dad, I'm here. And he said, you didn't fail me. I feel like your son is carrying a lot of guilt, right? Even to this day. He feels that somehow he could have prevented it. And Gabe Jr. says, tell him he couldn't have stopped it. He said, I chose to go. Now, you know, we look at somebody at age 2 and we say, nobody could choose to go to. But what you have to remember is that, and what Gabe, your son, needs to remember is that this child is an old soul. And so he is in spirit. And he said that he came over and he said, I've been growing up in spirit. And he said, I wanted to stay in this incarnation and be a guide to the family. So he is back here. He is helping you. And he's also helping your son. So he wants you to know he's in the light. He chose to go over, and he said, nobody could have saved me or prevented it. So don't hold on to the guilt, okay? He's also asking about, he said that growing up in spirit, he said, I'm really into music these days. I think when he was little, even though he's only 2, he loved to sing songs, because he said, I used to be in the car and singing. And he said, I'm still singing, but now I have a voice. And so your son and you, Stardust, are going to be starting to receive messages from him. You may actually hear somebody singing, like a voice disembodied, saying, that's him, it's his presence. And he said that he's already been singing in your sleep. So he's come to both you and to Gabe, your son, and he's with both of you, okay? Thank you so much for your question. Blessings to you. Oh my gosh, we're getting a lot of donations. All right, Ann Allen. Hi, Ann. $10 donation. Thank you. Who are my guides? You know, Ann, I got to tell you, when I'm walking your frequency, I'm hearing 3 different voices talking. You actually have around you some guides that are ancient Lemurian masters. And I just hear them, they said we're the Lemurian Council, and they're around you. Now, I also pick up another person besides these 3. You've got an angel around you named Lynn, Lynn, Lynn. She's female, she's an angel guide. And Lynn's asking me to tell you she's been with you particularly over the last 2 years, because it looks like this last 2 years have been some struggle. And Lynn says, not to worry, you got over the hump and I'm with you. And she said, you're going to start to receive more presences into your life. She said, you've been ready for our guidance and our blessing. So you definitely have help coming over. And the Lemurians are working with you. And also this angel Lynn, okay? Thank you so much for your questions. Oh my gosh. All right, somebody donated some amount of money. Hold on, just went on. Let's see if I can find it. Ellen, NOK, $50. Is that North Korean $50? NOK, I don't know, is that New Zealand? Anyways. Hi, Bob, and thank you for all that you do for us. I've been having inflammation in my eyes for a year, but the doctors can't find what's causing it. Any ideas? Let me just step into your eyes, Ellen. Thank you for your kind donation. You know, I have to tell you, it's the irritation, even though it's manifesting in your eyes, is actually not in your eyes. You're having a reaction to exposure to mold. I believe in your house, in one of the air vents, there's some mold spores, and you're breathing it in. It's actually going in your lungs. It's in your bloodstream, but it's irritating your eyes. I'd like you to be tested for exposure to mold, particularly black mold. I think it's black mold, but that's what's causing it, okay? I'm looking at your diet. I don't think it's a food allergy, but I do want you to watch shellfish like oysters or mussels or clams. You may have a sensitivity also to shellfish, but I think that the eyes are actually more of a mold issue rather than a food allergen. Because I'm looking at this, I don't actually get an issue in the eye itself, either eye. This is actually something that's in the body that's irritating the eyes. And I do believe it's mold exposure, okay? So be tested for that, okay? Thank you so much. All right, blessings. Coco Janelle. Hi, Coco Janelle. Hey, Bob, what type of person is my future husband? When will I meet him? Your future husband is an artist. I see him, he's literally like does painting, but I feel like he has a connection to theater because he paints large things like backdrops, and he does art design and theater work. But he's more of a stage person rather than an actor, but he does theater design, painting, prop design, painting, things like that. In terms of meeting him, I want to watch around, it's not going to be till about December. I feel at the end of the year that that's where you make a connection. You're actually at a party. It looks like it's like a holiday party, Christmas party or something like that. And he's there with some friends. I don't think you've met him yet. So anyways, yeah, but it's around December where you make a connection. And I think you're going to date for about 2 years until you marry. So I don't think you're going to get married right, immediately. It's about 2 years out. Okay. I hope that helps. Thank you for your questions. Blessings to you. Oh my gosh, Brandon Rickett just donated $5. Thank you, Brandon. You're so kind. It says, yesterday when I was laying down, I saw a flash of a reptilian face with orange eyes. They didn't feel negative. Who was that? Thank you, Bob. Brandon, what's interesting is I've never liked the reptilians, but I'm encountering more and more people who have had positive experiences with reptilians. So I do think there are branches of reptilians that are not necessarily evil. And the one you encounter was one who was not evil. I keep picking up the letter C or K around this. It's like a K sound. And the name sounds like Korsun, Korsun. Yeah, I think that's the name. Corson. Fletcher just said yes. So Corson is the name of that person. So if you want to reconnect with him, call the name Corson. But that's who it was. Um, what's interesting, I'm being told that there are branches of, this is what I've heard literally. Somebody just said, there are aliens who have split off from the original reptilians. So I guess, like, we have good and bad humans or good and bad reptilians. So this is, he's still from Draconis star system. They're telling me he's not evil. So I guess not everybody out of Draconis star system's bad. Anyways, let me know about your further adventures. Thank you so very much. Blessings to you. All right. Lisa Diaz. Hey, Bob. Oops, hold on a second. Lisa, I just lost your question. Gosh, it flies. All right. Lisa Diaz. Hey, Bob. Hope you're having an awesome morning. I was wondering, what color do I vibrate on? What is my aura? Well, there's not just one color, but I'll tell you, one of your strong, let me put it this way. We have certain energies or chakras that are our power centers. For example, my power center's in my throat, I have a communicator life thing as well as a sight, but I channel through my throat. So blue is like one of my predominant colors. When I step into your energy, I'm getting your heart chakra is your power core. You work from the heart. So green would be your predominant color. Green's the color you want to work with. That'll raise your energy. It's where your power center is. Interestingly, when I'm walking into your vibration, I am getting green. I'm also getting purple around you. So that means that you're feeling a rapport with your higher self and with the spirit world. And I think in the coming days, you're going to feel like you're having literally guiding presences around you. So meditate on green, and that'll raise your vibration. Okay? I hope that helps. Thank you for your question. Blessings to you. Oh my gosh. Let's see here. Hold on. Puppy Babaji just donated $5. Hi again. I have a big sweet tooth. Thank you for your donation, by the way. I have a big sweet tooth, but I don't think that it's causing my years of acne. What's affecting my skin all the time? It's funny, Puppy Babaji, because a lot of people say that, oh, if I eat sweets, I break out. But, sometimes that's an issue. But in your case, I feel that you actually have, I'm getting two different things. One is a hormonal issue around you. And I'm also getting an overproductive oil glands. I think you're one of these people, you'll never really age because your skin's going to stay oily. Unfortunately, the downside is acne. You might want to see a dermatologist to explore how to manage the overactive glands. I keep feeling like there's and I don't know hormones, but I always want to place this in a connection to, like, what's may not be a hormone, adrenal glands as well as oil glands. Because I feel like your body has been through some sort of intense stressor the last few years that's kind of kicked in adrenal glands that are making you, everything's pumping faster basically, and your oil production's pumping along with it. And I think that's actually where it's coming from, okay? Because I'm looking at the flow through the body, and Fletcher's drawn me back down to the kidneys and the back area and the adrenal area. And so that's where it's starting, and it's affecting the oil glands. You may need to see a doctor, a regular practitioner, to help balance that. And I would also see a dermatologist. You may need special astringents to clean your skin that will help with that, but let them advise you. I don't want you do anything extreme that would damage your skin, okay? Thank you so much. Blessings to you. Carolina R. Hi, Carolina. Any messages for me? Thank you. Blessings to you. Carolina, I got to tell you, hon, when I'm walking into your frequency, I'm literally getting flashing yellow light around you. Flashing yellow means it's time for you just to follow your heart, follow your inspiration. And I feel like you've got a lot of creative energy right now. And I want you just to walk in your desire, walk in your path, because I feel like not only are you, having more material success this summer, I feel like you're helping other people. I keep picking up charitable work around you. So you may find yourself doing some work with like a nonprofit organization as well. So be open to that. But yellow light means you're inspired, you're uplifted, let that light shine. I do also pick up around you, Carolina. I'm picking up a relative here. This is actually on your dad's side of the family, and this is, it feels like the grandmother on the father's side is around you in spirit. And I hear her, she said, I'm around, I'm good as gold. And she said she's drinking Southern sweet tea. So I don't know what that's about, but she's drinking tea, and just what you do, she's hanging out with you. Thank you for being here. Blessings to you. All right. Yay. All right. Ryan Erard. Hi, Ryan. Good to see you. My grandpa Frank had this gold badge he wore as assistant fire chief that he said I could have when he passed away. I haven't gotten it yet. Where do you think it is, and how do I get it? Blessings. You know, Ryan, I have to tell you, that's a really good question. I think that this badge is actually, I keep getting it. I don't know if they still have the house, but I feel like it was on the property, but I'm getting it connected to, like, it would be an uncle. I feel like it's in a box of stuff that was taken out of the house and taken to like an uncle's house. So I don't know if you have an uncle on that side that you can place, but I feel like it's literally sitting in an uncle's house. It's in what I would call a guest room closet in a cardboard box. So check with your relatives. That's where I'm seeing it. It's literally, it's there. It's not damaged. And it's not like he was trying to steal it. I think he just was trying to move stuff, and it just ended up in the box of stuff that he got. Okay. I hope that helps. Thank you so much. Blessings to you. All right, Gabby, 3672, $5 donation. Thank you so much for your donation. Hi, lately I've been drawn to wolves. Is there a deeper meaning behind that? I'm curious. There certainly is, Gabby. There certainly is a deeper meaning. The spirit of the wolf is calling to you. Wolf is one of your totem animals. You know, besides having human spirit guides, we can have animal spirit guides. And so you're being drawn to the wolf because the wolf's spirit is around you and is calling you to let you know that he's a protector for you. So you have a protector spirit wolf, and that's who's around you, okay? So what you got to do is just sit up and talk to them. Just say, hi, Mr. Wolf, give him a name. I could tell you what the name is, but I think it's better for you right now to call him and get the name yourself, okay? But you have a wolf spirit. That's one of your totem guardian spirits, okay? I hope that helps. Thank you so very much. Oh my gosh, somebody coming in here. Let's see. Whoa. Christian Druid 1313. Oops, hold on. Where'd you go, hon? Hey, Bob, what is my main power center? You know, Christian Druid, I think you're like me. You operate out of the throat. You have a natural gift for talking to the spirit world. And some people talk to the spirit world from the top of their head, some the third eye, some the third. There's no one center, but you happen to have a lot of blue in your aura, and I'm seeing your throat chakra, and Fletcher said that's your doorway to the spirit world. Okay. I hope that helps. Good question. Thank you so much. Lynn Prillman. Hi, Lynn. Good to see you. Hi, Bob. Are there any messages from my guides? You know, Lynn, I got to tell you, hon, I got a few people back here, and I think one of them's for you. Let me see. Doris, can you bring this? Is this somebody for Lynn? I thought I heard them. I heard somebody say your name earlier, so I know somebody's back here. Okay, bring them forward. Okay, Lynn, there's a Native American that's coming in here for you. This is Chief White Eagle. And he's asking me to tell you, he said that he's getting ready to travel with you. It looks like this summer there's some travel. And Chief White Eagle says, he said, you're connecting more to your past life energy. I'm getting travel around the American Southwest, like Nevada, Arizona, New Mexico, those states, Southern California. And Chief White Eagle said he's going to be traveling with you to connect you to your past. So you do have one of your past lives is connected to Native Americans. And so that's why they're drawn to you. But Chief White Eagle is helping you now open that past life connection. And he's opening some travel. And that sounds really fun. Can I go traveling with you, Lynn? I would love that. That'd be so much fun. Okay, so call on Chief White Eagle. Thank you so much for being here. Blessings to you. Spencer Hale. Hey, Spencer. Bob, can you tell me, do I channel or am I that very sensitive? Because I ask because I feel everything. I can feel when people come into the house. I get information. Is that a form of channeling? What do you say? Yes, Spencer, that's channeling. Channeling is simply receiving information that comes from either your higher self or the spirit world. And not everybody's experience of channeling will be exactly the same. Some people see images, some people hear sounds, some people just feel within themselves. Some have infused knowledge where they just know, like you could be sitting upstairs in your room and you don't even hear the door open, but you said, oh, somebody's coming to the house, you know, and you'll know who it is, and then you'll go downstairs and they'll be there. That's infused knowledge. That's a form of channeling. Now, the other type of channeling I do is trance channeling, where I go into a trance and spirits physically enter my body and take control of my nervous system. That's another type of channeling. That's only one type. So if you don't do that type of channeling, don't let people say, well, you're not a channel because you don't go into trance and spirits speak through you. No, that's one type of channeling. That's trance channeling, but there's many types of channeling. Right now, while I'm doing this show, I'm doing what's called conscious channeling because I'm hearing the voices of the guides. I'm receiving their messages, but I'm not in a trance. I'm fully awake. So that's conscious channeling. So conscious channeling or trance, they're both channeling. Yes. Okay. That's a good question. I hope that helps you. Blessings to you. Oh my goodness. Let's see. Okay, blown trips. KJ, I'll get your question just a second. Thank you for your donation. Blown trips. Hi, Bob. I hope you're having an amazing day. I am. When I'm with you guys, I'm always having an amazing day. Thank you. I was wondering if anyone sent negative energy my way. I keep having dreams where I want to wake up, but I can't, and it feels like I can't breathe. Blown trips. You know, I don't pick up that anybody's actually cast a spell or sent a curse upon you. But what I do think what's happening is I think you're opening psychically. And unfortunately, what's happening is you are, well, it's two things. One, you're picking up the general negativity. You know, negative energy floats through the cosmos. This is why I'm always telling people, wear a sacred charm, you know, wear an evil eye pendant, wear a pentacle, wear a cross, wear a Star of David, whatever you wear. You know, I'm wearing my Aquarius pendant. All my jewelry is consecrated for protection. So I would encourage you, start with just kind of, first of all, shielding by wearing a sacred charm. And the other thing that's happening is you are actually going out of your body at night. You're astral projecting, but you're getting caught in the lower realms. And so you want to tell your spirit people, move you through the realms quicker. Call on Edgar Casey. He's around you, and he'll help you with that. So why you can't breathe is that you're half in your body and you're half out. And when you're out of your body, you don't have to breathe. But your physical body's trying to force itself to breathe because it thinks it has to, which it does, but that's where all that's coming from. You're astral projecting, and while you're doing that, you're picking up the general fear. There's a lot of fear right now in the world, you know, with all this coronavirus. So many people are panicking, and the media, unfortunately, is inducing most of it. I tell people, keep calm and carry on. So blown trips, I don't see any curse around you, but that's what's going on. I hope that helps. Okay. Thank you so much. All right. KJ, $5 donation. KJ, thank you so much. KJ says, I would like to know who's my spirit guide and what messages they're trying to send me. Hi, KJ. Let me just step a little closer into your frequency here. Okay, you have a lady around you. She's dressed in Victorian clothing. It was interesting. She was a witch. A good witch, not an evil witch. Kind of like one of the witches, you know, like the teacher. What's that female teacher on Harry Potter? Harry Potter, you know, works at the school. Well, it's a woman similar to that. But this lady's name is Amanda, who's around you. Her name's Amanda. She's a witch. And she's helping you to open your psychic abilities. I think you have a gift of what we call clairsentience. Clairsentience is where you take your hands, one of the forms of clairsentience, where you take your hands, you lay it on an object, and you can pick up vibrations. Like somebody might hand you, for example, like this candy dish. Okay, so they hand you this dish, you lay your hands on, you say, this belonged to a woman who passed of cancer. Like you would know that. That's a form of clairsentience, one of the gifts that you have. Clairsentience also takes the form of just feeling energy, feeling presences. I think you have both of that. But Amanda's around you to help you open that. And I want you to call on her, okay? I hear her saying, she said that you've got, the word she said, you've got the power. Don't be afraid of it. You've got the power. Don't be afraid of it. So there's nothing scary about psychic ability. It's actually quite natural. Most people actually have some degree of psychic power, but our culture makes people so afraid they shut it down. So Amanda's with you, trying to help you not to be afraid, okay? Thank you for being here. Thank you for your kind donation. I hope that helps. Blessings. Hey, Ramona's here. Ramona, 9954. Ramona, I'm always happy to see you, darling. Listen, I got to tell you, you know, when I'm walking in your vibration today, I'm getting a column of clear light coming in, clear, brilliant, like diamond white. You know, diamonds sparkle. That's what it looks like. What that means is that right now your channel is really open. And I have to tell you, I'm hearing voices floating above you. And I'm getting a grandmother in spirit around you right now. And she said, Ramona knows that I'm with her. And she said, just remind her to keep listening to me. No offense for her, but your grandmother feels like she gives you advice. And she said, she ignores me. That's the word she said. She said, I love her anyway. She's laughing. She said, I love her, but tell her I'm still here and I'm still talking to her. And she said that she's helping you with the money situation. And she said, you know, Ramona never was one to stay down. And she said, I'm helping get her up. And she is talking to me here about an issue around a new job opportunity. And she said all over the country, people will want her. She specifically drawn me to Baltimore. She said, I'm liking Baltimore. That's the word she said. So she said that there may be an opportunity, a job opportunity comes out of Baltimore, Maryland. So that's from her. I'm hearing her say that. So she's with you. She's sending a lot of blessings over to you. Thank you for being here, darling. You're so wonderful. Yay. Oh my gosh. So many wonderful messages. I love all the messages. You guys are just asking the best questions today. Hold on a second. I just lost somebody. Okay. Daria McGuire. Hi, Bob. Thank you for being so amazing and helping us. Now, you're sweet. Thank you for being here. Thank you for your kind words. Why does my right knee hurt so much when I exercise? Let me just step into your knee, Daria. I have to tell you, I am picking up what I call a hot spot. It means light is flashing. You do have some injury there. I don't think it's a full-on torn ligament, but it is inflammation in the ligament of the knee. And it's caused because you've heard it. This is somewhere. It's not from exercise. It's actually from the way you're sitting. You've strained it the way you're sitting in your chair, or you're crossing your legs, or something. It's actually injured from sitting. Isn't that funny? You could hurt your knee sitting. But I want you to re-examine the chair that you're in. I feel like it's like maybe you're too high or you're too low. Something's off around the chair where I feel like it's putting strain on the knee when you sit in the chair. And that can be possible. If your chair's too low, you know, your knees are going to be bent up. Or if it's too high, you're not getting proper support under your feet. And that's where it's coming from. Isn't that interesting? You are going to have to see a doctor, because I think this inflammation is severe enough that it may need some professional look at. I don't see surgery. As again, I said, I don't see torn ligament, but I am getting inflammation, and it may need a brace or, I think, an anti-inflammatory, but like a prescription anti-inflammatory. Okay, so that's where it's coming from. So check your chairs. Think about where you're sitting during the day. Okay, because I'm getting this. I feel like this may be connected to like the chair that's like at a desk area, like you're where you work or you're sitting out doing computer stuff. That's where I'm getting it. Okay, I hope that helps. Blessings to you. Thank you so much. Jose A., any messages for me, Bob? Hi, Jose. Yes, I do have a message for you. I've got a spirit guide back here. This is a man. He gives me the name of Gerald. He says, I'm Gerald. And he says that he's coming in to help you with the finance. He said that he's giving you advice to get money situations in order. He said he used to be a banker back in the 1920s. And he said, I warned the bank about the coming economic collapse and no one listened. So I think he's quite a whiz with money. And he's asking me to tell you, he said he's getting finances in order. Looks like there's a new account that you're going to open up soon that I feel is either a savings account or a 401k, some type of longer term savings. But he's working with you to get that going. So call on Gerald, ask him to help you to save more money. And also he's going to help you to earn more money. So he's going to be assisting also with, it looks like, job transition. And I think in the coming weeks, you're going to have some inspirations about work. And he says, follow my inspirations. Okay. So it is. I hope that helps. Thank you for being here. Blessings. Blessings to you. All right. Oh my gosh. IA. Hi, IA. Good to see you. What about me, Bob? Hi, IA. I like your name, IA. That's cool. Will I be an excellent psychiatrist? Yes, you will, IA. And I have to tell you, I think one of the reasons you're going to be expert is that I feel that you are going to think outside the box. And I'm glad that you have a spiritual interest, to tell you the truth, because most psychiatrists don't. Most of the ones I've met are atheists. And so the fact that you consider that there's a higher presence, a higher mind, that's going to already put you in a unique place in your field. Now, you don't have to go around talking about spiritual stuff at work, which I know that wouldn't be good. But I do see you doing some cutting edge research in the future where you're going to help people integrate near-death experiences into their lives. So I do think you're going to be kind of a Raymond Moody. Do you remember Raymond Moody? He was a guy who did near-death experience studies. I'd like you to research the work of Raymond Moody because I think this will give you some understanding of where I see you going. I don't think that's the only thing you're doing. I think you're going to do a lot of different types of counseling and advice and work, but I think you're going to discover that your people keep being drawn to you for therapeutic means that also have some connection with a near-death experience or spiritual awakenings. And I think you'll be the right person to help them, you know? So yeah, you are going to be an excellent psychiatrist. I actually see published works coming around you. Okay, and you will get published. You're going to be seen by a lot of people. And I'm not exaggerating where I say I think there's media in your future, like going on talk shows like Dr. Phil or Oprah or something like that. Okay, so keep going. Blessings to you. Thank you for being here. I hope that answers that. Okay, B. Albano. Hey, Bob, do you know who I should make my portfolio for? As in, what type of person should I try to impress? You know, B, that's a good question, but I got to tell you, you're going at it from the wrong way. I don't want you to try to impress somebody. I want you to impress yourself. The reason why is I see your success in terms of your portfolio actually impressing others when it impresses you. So if it makes you feel inspired and good, guess what? It's going to make them feel inspired and feel good about you. Because if you try to craft your portfolio and your image to win somebody, you're only halfway getting it because you're putting yourself, in a sense, out of the equation to try to bring them in. And that really ultimately won't work, at least in your case. If you make something, you design it, and you're saying, you know what, this is really amazing, they're going to feel that enthusiasm that you have, and that's what will draw them to you. Okay? I hope that helps. Thank you so very much. Good question. You guys are asking such good questions today. All right. Oops, hold on a second. I just lost. Hold on, I just saw something I want to answer. Kira Lynn, there you are, Kira. Hi, Bob. What am I meant to do in this life? I've always wanted to be a singer, but I don't know if it's meant for me. You know, Kira, you definitely have a performer theme and an artist. I do get that around you. I'm getting streams of orange light and gold light. That means that you are channeling in talent, ability, music, and the gold means you're going to start to have visibility this year. So I do think you want to pursue the artistic pursuits. Besides singing, I actually get acting around you. I think that you have a performer theme, an artist theme, and a communicator theme. And I think that you could actually do acting as well as singing. So you, for example, could be in a musical, but you could also be in a serious drama that doesn't have music and still be amazing. I want you to pursue the arts. That's where you really should be. And I think it will bring a lot of success for you. Okay. Thank you so much. Blessings to you. Maria H. Hi, Bob. Any messages regarding my marriage? You know, Maria, I feel like in terms of your marriage, I know that it's been a strain for you. And I know the last few months about driven you crazy, but I think we're close to a turning point. And I think June and July for you is where your husband starts to have an awakening. I wish I could say it was today, but I think we're very close to it. And so, you know, if you can be patient with him, I feel like he wants things to work. I don't actually feel he wants to leave you. If you said to him, do you want to be out of this? He'd say, no, I love you. And you're going to say, well, I don't believe that. But I'm telling you, he needs a little awakening. He's forgotten how to love. And I feel like he's like being overwhelmed right now on the financial side. And it's making him almost like push everybody away. So there's some money issues I'm concerned about. But I see that starting to straighten out. And I think by August, he may have a new work situation. But I feel like he's going to start to have an awakening. One of the things I want you to do is just simply remind him that you did take vows to love and support each other. Not in an accusatory way, not like you took vows. More like, do you remember, put it like this, do you remember when we got married and our vows? And he'll bring him back to that day and he'll start to remember. Because see, I think the man that you married is still there. If he were totally dead and gone, I would tell you leave him immediately and be done. But I don't see that. What I'm seeing is his energy, his true self, has been buried under a lot of stress and strain that you didn't cause. I think you're bearing a lot of the brunt of it, which is not good and it's not acceptable. But I do think he has some room for growth here and change. So I don't think the marriage is over. Let's give it just a little longer, okay? Thank you so much. Oh my gosh, guys, I just looked and saw what time it is. I don't know where this day goes. Psychic Bob's on a tight schedule today, but listen, thank you for being here. If you would like to have a private session with me, a private reading is a full hour, you and me, one-on-one, and we cover everything, past lives, present life, future situations, messages from deceased loved ones, messages from spirit guides, and I answer all your questions, you know. If you want to learn about your soul journey, you said, what am I here to do? How do I get there? I'm so confused. You might want to invest in a private reading because, as I always say, a private reading is an investment in yourself. And I would be very honored to work with you. So please give me a call. My office number is the easiest way to reach me is by telephone, 703-825-3929. If I'm not here and don't pick up, please do leave a message. It may have a weird message that says it's not taking messages. Just listen through the message and a tone will come and you can leave a message. So I will get it, okay? You can also write to me on my email, PsychicBobHickman@gmail.com. Those links will be below. Oh, by the way, don't forget, pop to my website as well if you want to get a reading. But also, if you're over there, make sure to pick up my newest artwork, Blue Fire, available now for free print download. And afterwards, see my merchandise store and get a t-shirt. Get a Psychic Bob shirt over there. Got a lot of shirts, more than I've shown here on the show. So go over there and check them out. Guys, thank you for being here. You guys are great. Thank you for your wonderful questions. We'll be back here tomorrow on Wiccan Wednesday. I'm not sure what we're doing, but it'll be fun and magical. Make sure to be here then. We'll see you then, guys. I love you. Until tomorrow, may all of you always, what do we say? May all of you always blessed be.